Hello everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. This episode today is about how to make easy pulled pork. It's a little bit faster to make than the usual pulled pork in a roast because we're going to do it with pork chops. It'll have a mixture of delicious ingredients and you'll be able to serve it on a bun or with nachos or whatever other idea you might come up with. First, just a reminder that my cookbook is available on Amazon, and I have provided a quick link in the description below this video. Now back to making our featured recipe, which is this tasty and absolutely delicious pulled pork. I'm using 5 good and meaty pork chops. I'm placing them out on a cookie sheet. I give them a generous sprinkle of black pepper, and also a generous sprinkle of salt. Then I sprinkle light brown sugar over top of each of them and pat it down. It might be maybe a teaspoon on each pork chop. I place them in a crock pot. I peel and core 2 apples. Doesn't matter what type of apple it is, whatever you have on hand. I leave the peeling on and I quarter them and just throw those in on top of your pork chops. Next I peel 1 sweet onion, about a medium-sized one. Coarsely cut up the sweet onion and throw that into the pot. Today I'm going to use some ginger ale. Sometimes I use apple juice, but today I'm using ginger ale. That does a nice job too. I use Canada Dry, but you can use whatever type of ginger ale you have on hand. This is a good sprinkling of Worcestershire sauce. And I don't measure it, I just sprinkle it in over top. But you're probably using about a tablespoon here. And choose one of your favorite barbecue sauces. In this case, I use apple butter barbecue sauce because I like to stick with the apple theme. And I think it complements the other ingredients really well. Turn your slow cooker on high and check it out in about 3 hours, depending on how thick your pork chops are, but you'll want to cook them until they're nice and tender. So you don't want to underdo that, 3 to 4 hours usually, but that's about half the time it would take if you put in a pork roast. I strain the pork chops and save the juice in a pot. Then we go ahead and spread the pork chops out onto a cookie sheet. The meat is nice and tender, so we can just pull those bones out nice and easily. Make sure you get all the bones and all the extra apples and onions. That's why we make them nice and coarse. And we take them and remove them out, and then we go ahead and use a fork to pull the meat apart. And sometimes I use my fingers because if there's a little bit of fat, I always remove that as well. Now that we have some pulled pork, it's ready to add a few ingredients. We want to hydrate it again, so we'll add back some of the juices that we had in the crock pot. This will help to keep it moist, but also add back some of the nice flavors in it. I pour some more of the apple butter barbecue sauce all over the top of the pulled pork. Now we're going to place this in the oven and broil it. So we place this on the highest rack and watch it closely. When you place the oven on broil, there will be pretty much constant heat there, so watch it closely. It'll probably take maybe 3-4 minutes. There you go. This is what it should look like. It'll be sizzling when you bring it out, but nicely browned and golden. You can do pulled pork nachos. We load it up with some cherry tomatoes and cheddar cheese. You can also add jalapeno peppers and even some green onions if you want. And when I do pulled pork nachos, I like to spread a little bit of the apple butter barbecue sauce over the top of that, or dip the nachos in it. Now if you're going to put your pulled pork onto a bun, I like to toast just a simple hamburger bun and butter it with some garlic butter. And pile on your tender pulled pork, as much of it as you want. You can eat it plain like it is with just the sauces that are already on it, or you can add some more barbecue sauce, some lettuce, and maybe even some fried onions. You can serve this with the pulled pork nachos if you want to, or maybe with some homemade French fries. So does it sound good? I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you've made this recipe, please come back and visit the channel and leave a comment in the comment section. And until next time, happy eating! Now go make some.